Hi there. I'd just like to talk a bit about something that I've been noticing over this past year. Here in Ottawa, there seems to be a big problem with Canadian geese, meaning that there's far too many at some of the popular public beaches, especially Petrie Island. And the city of Ottawa is paying $30,000 this summer season to a man who has created something called a goose buster, quote unquote. This is basically a machine that hovers and can actually chase geese in the sky, on the land, doesn't matter. It makes sounds. It makes. He actually has calls of birds of prey on there to terrify the geese, geese, seagulls, whatever. There's two things I have a problem with. First of all, is scaring the geese, so much so that more than likely it's probably going to scare all the other wildlife as well. And for a few years now, there has been a pair of nesting great gray owls who come back to Petrie Island every year. And I'm very concerned that they're not going to be wanting to come back there if there's this hovering machine making all kinds of sounds of birds of prey, which, for them, that's an infringement on their territory. And it can confuse them when they can't actually see where the noise is coming from. Whatever. Anyways, so the issue is that nobody wants these geese here because they are pooping a couple pounds of poop a day, and in the poop there's something like 140 or 160 different types of bacteria in it, so that's deemed unsanitary. Now, the city's solution is to pay this guy 30 grand to scare the geese away. However, why not, instead of terrifying all of the wildlife, including the geese, let them be where they're going to be? And since we already have city workers who clean up the beaches, why not implement a program to actually collect the poop and try to figure out a way to reuse it in a productive way, an energy producing way? This has actually happened in Peterborough, and I'm going to provide the links to the stories that I've read. In Peterborough, students actually have worked on collecting the poop and putting it into a recycling type of machine that basically uses the methane gas from the poop and makes it into a renewable energy source. And they've actually done this with dog poop as well. Along walking trails and such, there's lamps that are actually lit by the dog poop. They're actually able to transform all the poop into a renewable energy source. And since there's dogs everywhere walking around and people collect the poop, why not, instead of throwing it out, put it into a biodegradable bag and putting it into these machines to create a renewable energy source? That just seems to make sense to me. Apparently in Peterborough, it's something like $200,000 put into different machines or whatever to scare the geese away. Well, the students figuring out that, hey, we can actually use this poop and leave the birds alone and let wildlife be wildlife. Taking that poop and putting it into these recycling machines, making the renewable energy source for a tenth of the cost. I'm really confused as to why that option wasn't explored by Ottawa. Canadian geese are one of our national birds. And since we are a growing population around the world and seems to be becoming less and less space for our wildlife, why not we all, live together and, find this easy solution to, eliminate the problem of the poop? I mean, seriously, it took me 5 minutes to find another story on the internet for how people were changing this problem around and making a positive out of it. So I'll provide links for all the news stories. What I want to do is present the city with a petition to cancel this little flying machine that they have scaring the Canadian geese away, and see if, for so much less cost, turn their poop into a renewable energy source. So if you could please share this petition wherever you can. Let's make some noise. I mean, if the solution is so easy, because it took me 5 minutes to find it, why not? Why are we not doing that? Let's keep our wildlife safe and live together with it. Thank you very much.